It's the JT Cho Show!
Now we're in business.
Welcome to
I don't think I've ever opened a beer with my thumb before.
another episode of the JT Show. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
While you fix your hair, that's what Bill Belichick. That's what Bill Burr was defending. Was look at Shane. They're still trying to hold him up after 5 years. We're not running for fucking president.
Oh yeah.
When's this shit gonna end?
Yeah.
And I was like, you have some good points. God damn. I'll answer that later.
Important?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Anyways, yeah. So he was just basically saying, hey, why are we still being held up for our words when we're trying to be funny?
Yeah, we're comedians.
Yeah. So I like that. It's the 22nd of February.
159.
Who do you have for your birthday?
Probably the most beloved person of all time, Steve Irwin, would have been 62 today.
Wow. I miss that. Man,
he would have been 62 years old.
That's sad.
I was reading a little bit about like his life earlier, just on like the fucking post that it was like a memorial post for him or whatever from way back when, and he literally like grew up in a zoo, and then just like continued that, and then gave that to his kids, and now his kids are doing that.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. It's crazy. So cool.
I always think, what if Steve Irwin's kid hated what he did?
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, and then like.
Because that happens sometimes when parents are like overbearing. They like force something on their kid that they really like. They end up hating it their entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Like he was just some techie with the Steve Irwin name, but he like had some crazy like tech company, like all indoors.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, never go outside Wi-Fi.
Steve Irwin Jr. But he goes by Stevie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think about that.
That's interesting.
I didn't even see Steve Irwin because I stopped looking at year 1723 when the founding father of our country, George Washington, who's apparently a bad guy these days. I don't know why.
Yeah, real piece of shit.
It's his birthday. If you ever want to know about George Washington, look at the Shane Gillis skit. You'll know all about George Washington.
That's some nice teeth.
Taxes. Ah! He's 6'3". In
6'3",
in the 1700s. It's like 6'8".
That's huge, yeah.
That's huge.
So Abe Lincoln was like 6'5" or something like that, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then there's a guy,
fucking guy.
and there's never any video of Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many cameras were there?
Yeah.
Like,
there's like a couple sketches of him. That's about it.
I think, yeah, maybe a picture.
I don't know. I've seen the sketches. I don't know. There might be pictures.
Pretty sure there's pictures. And some accurate paintings.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude, Steve Irwin. Very fucking interesting. Dude, it was wrestling alligators for a living.
Yeah.
Fucking Stingray got him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's super sad.
He was like a non-alcoholic, family-friendly Bert Kreischer. Like, Bert Cronkers or Bert the Conqueror.
Yeah.
He's the crocodile hunter, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny. My buddy Nick back home, we were talking about him when I was home like fucking 3 years ago, and he was like, oh, I remember that dude, bro, the fucking crocodile hunter, man. What was the name of that show he was on? And I was like, the Crocodile Hunter? He goes, yeah. What was the name of the show? It was like fucking Nature or something, Nature Boy. And I was like, it's fucking Crocodile Hunter, bro. He was the name. He was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what's that guy's name that does the Joe Rogan Experience? What's that guy's name?
Yeah, that's like Who's on First.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fucking funny, dude.
I've done that many of times.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Steve Irwin.
R.I.P., dude. R.I.P. the GOAT. Fuck that Stingray, dude. But he wouldn't want that. He would want peace.
Yeah.
And that's why we haven't revolted.
No. Somebody said that he realized that if he would have removed it, he would have killed the Stingray. And
they would have chopped off the thing and Stingray would have died.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he was just like, ow.
Well, because he was smarter than that, though, dude. I think there's a little bit of truth to that. Like, I don't think that was the first thing he thought of. I think the first thing he thought of was to grab it.
Yeah. And
then I think he saw what was happening and like, realized, like, okay.
Something's not right.
Yeah. Like, I think he probably thought he was going to go either way.
Yeah.
But he was like, fuck it, and then released it, and the Stingray fucking got away. and then he just bled out.
Yeah.
That was like on live TV too.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts. Wild.
Yeah.
He's been dead for, because he was in his 40s, so he's been dead for almost 20 years.
No.
Yeah. I think he was 44 when he died, and he'd be 62, so it'd be 18 years.
I thought it was like 20. I thought it was post 2012.
It might have been 2012. That was like 12, 14 years ago.
Let's go.
Let's see. I thought I just saw something that he was 44 when he died.
2006.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, that's...
There we go.
I mean, like, it's been that many years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was a child. I wasn't even in high school
I was
yet.
16.
I wasn't even in high school yet.
I was driving cars.
I wasn't yet. Not yet.
That's
Not
wild.
in 06. 06, I was playing fucking... I was definitely on kid pitch for baseball.
I was playing 2K 06.
06, actually? 06, yeah. I was in 8th grade.
Because
7th, 8th grade.
2K7 came out in 06, and that was a sick game for football.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. 06, because 07 was the start of my freshman year. So 06 to 07 was my 8th grade year. So I was already smoking weed and being a degenerate at that point.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
04 is my freshman year.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're an old man.
Old fucking man, dude.
Old
I'm getting
fucking man.
I'm now closer to my 30th than I am for my 15th for a year reunion. Like, I'm now
I was like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
closer to the 30th anniversary than I am closer to our 10th anniversary. Like, it's fucking crazy.
It's yucky, dude. You're going to be 40 soon.
It's gross.
It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be retired.
I pray every day.
Oh,
If
man.
we get like 100 million viewers, we can just do this.
Yeah, shit. We can even do this without that, bro. Fuck it.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, but do this full time.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of old men, I saw a thing. Alex Ovechkin is like 46 goals away from Wayne Gretzky.
Wow.
And he hasn't scored goals all year up until the last 8 games. And he's got 8 goals in the last 8 games.
Wow.
Yeah. So how many more years do you think he's got to play to
2.
hit 46? You think this year and 1 more? Or
No,
2
like
more after
2
this?
after this.
2 after this? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's averaging in his later years. But I know it'd be... Because 50 is like a crazy amount of goals for a season, right?
Yeah.
Even for like
Like-
superstars, even like fucking...
I think like 62, 70s are the highs.
Yeah, that's like the high. What's the record for a single year?
I think it's been by Wayne Gretzky, and
It's got to be Wayne.
most goals in a season. Let's see.
I would guess it's over 100 because I know Wayne's
This is
got
why we need a
like
Jamie.
1,800 goals or something nuts.
Let's see. Wayne Gretzky does hold the record. 80.
80? Wow. That's crazy.
Most goals in the season. 80. Oh, games played goals. Oh, sorry. Even more impressive. 92.
92? Okay.
So yeah,
8 off.
so 87 is the second by Wayne Gretzky. Brett Hull, who played for the St. Louis Blues, 86. 85 for Mario Lemieux for the Penguins. Yeah, it's
But those are like record holders, so we can't expect him to do something like that, especially at his age. So I would be willing to bet. I mean, he's got 8 goals in the last 8 games. Obviously, he's not going to hold that pace the whole season.
1992 is the most recent season in the top 10.
That's crazy.
So nobody past 1992
That's crazy.
has come in the top 10. I think that's just...
So Ovi's got like 3 years, you think, and then he's got a 2.5, I guess.
I think it's just...
Do you think he plays that long? Because how old is he? Isn't he in his 40s already?
He's got a lot of gray hair.
I think he... How old do you think he is? I'm going to guess 42.
I think he's 44. I'll give you 43 and a half, and I'll go over.
Oh, he's 38.
Wow.
He's way younger.
Yeah, he's got time.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time. He's at least got 5 more years left in him.
And the thing about hockey... Yeah, Steve Yzerman played for 20 seasons.
He's got 40 goals in a season 13 times.
Wow. Yeah, usually because of the game of hockey and like how superstars work, like nobody could stop Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, I'm looking at this stat. There's a Wayne Gretzky stat on it, and you know what number goal Wayne Gretzky hit to become the all-time leader? Like what pushed him past that threshold? What number he hit, and he was the all-time leader?
No, I think he scored a hat trick that game though.
It was number 835.
Wow.
And he has 1,800. So he broke the record and then did 1,000 more.
I think I think too, because like if you look at sports now, you had like free.
Got 50 goals this season? No, that's lying.
Maybe games played. But if you look at sports, there's so many more developmental camps now in every country. And European basketball teams, they just play with each other. They just grow up playing basketball with each other.
Yeah.
I think now, because there's more of a pool of a selection of prospects.
Yeah. Oh, he's got 41 points, 16 goals.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yes, there's freak athletes that do stand out in their classes, but there's a lot of good motherfuckers that have been developing just as hard their whole lives.
Yeah.
So I just think that, yeah, I mean, like, look at these new kids like Connor. He's fantastic. But Connor's going to have a hell of a season, scoring 92 goals.
Oh, yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be insane. And that was another thing I was going to bring up, too. So I was listening to this other podcast just talking about random sports, and they were talking about how if Sidney Crosby belongs on the Mount Rushmore of hockey as of right now.
No.
And the guy made a good argument. He said he brought up a bunch of stats that mean nothing to me because I have no idea what they mean. Mm-hmm. But he said that he is the most complete player at that level.
Yeah.
Because, like, Wayne Gretzky was a pure scorer, wasn't much of a defensive guy. Mm-hmm. And then there's other dudes up there that were, like, defensive guys and scored some goals. But, like, he's scored a shit ton of goals. Like, he says he's the best two-way player to ever play. And I think that's a fair assessment. And I think if you are that, I think you belong in the top four. Like, I don't know. My opinion doesn't mean much because I didn't grow up watching hockey and I don't know much about the fucking lore.
I mean, like, if I had to put my four, it'd be Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, and Jaromir Jagr. Because they were...
Does Sidney have better stats than those guys?
I mean, they all have very long and impressive stats.
No, I know, but Crosby's been in the league, what now, 17 years?
A long time.
Yeah.
Since, like, 2007.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, it's been a fucking minute. He's got to be up there.
2006.
Let's see the all-time... Because he's probably not close to Ovechkin and Gretzky. Like, he's probably over 1,000, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I'd easily say he's over 1,000. If he's got 17 seasons and you score 40 goals a season, that's still going to get you over 1,000.
Let's just look at the all-time goals list.
My math's probably wrong. At least we got some dogs and cats in the background for you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. NHL records, most goals in a career. So it's... Oh, that's not the right number. Why is it giving me that? It's giving me games played, games appearances, points. None of these make sense to me. I'm sure it's the right list. But, alright, so it has Wayne Gretzky at number 1. Doesn't give me the number. I'm going to go to a different fucking page, dude. That was annoying. See, what am I looking at there? Where's the goals?
Points.
There's no. I don't see an 1,800 number.
Goal.
That's wrong though. It's not 1,000.
For who?
For Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky's got 1,800. And so does fucking Ovechkin.
Games played. Yeah, his number should, whatever the 1,800 number were, it's not even on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what the fuck.
Most won GP in both the regular season and in the playoffs. Games played.
Yeah, but it says record type goals. Most goals career. And that's...
I don't know, man. This is why we need a Jamie.
We do need a Jamie. Aaron?
I mean, yeah, dude, we need a...
All-time goal leaders. He says G. What is G? G can't be goals. Is it 800? Is it 800 then? Is it not 18? It might be 800. I don't think anyone's over 1,000 then.
Yeah, he's at 894.
Okay, so it was right.
Yeah. Ovechkin
so it's not at 1,800.
Ovechkin is 838.
Okay.
Gordie Howe is 801. Jaromir Jagr 766.
And there's Sidney, number 21 with 581.
Yeah. So, I mean, my top 4 ain't bad.
So 1,900 assists. That's fucking impressive.
Steve Yzerman, number 10, Detroit. He's still above Crosby. 692 goals. And when you said one of the best two-way players to ever play the game, Steve Yzerman was one of the best two-way players to ever play the game. So we're arguably Henrik Zetterberg and Pavel Datsyuk. as talented as Datsuk was with the puck, he was a two-way player for sure. The Euro
plus
twins.
minus. Let's see who's in the top for that. That's a good stat, right? Larry Robinson, Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr's a big
Wayne
motherfucker.
Gretzky's number 4 on that list.
Yeah, because, even if his line gets scored on 4 times in a game, he'll probably make it up.
Interesting. Okay, well, maybe Sydney has some more shit to do then.
Yeah.
Maybe Sydney has some more fucking shit to do.
I mean, he's definitely been an impactful player both in the youth and for the game, but so have a lot of players, but they don't play in bigger markets.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I found out today, too?
Yeah.
Moving on, staying in the sports thing, though. You know who owns Pebble Beach?
No.
Fox.
Well.
Fox owns Pebble Beach. You know when they bought it?
1976?
1978.
Wow.
You know where they got the money to buy it from?
Selling some rights to something to somebody else.
Not selling rights. It's profits from
a movie?
Movies.
Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Wow.
Star Wars purchased Pebble Beach for Fox.
That's cool.
They bought it for $78 million.
Wow.
That's how much that all the films grossed together from that point. Now Pebble Beach is worth like fucking $20 billion or whatever the fuck it's worth. But
we just write an epic trilogy and then sell it.
Yeah.
We can buy
Pebble.
Dude. We're typing tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I was like, damn, Fox owns Pebble Beach? That's wild.
I'm going to create a list. Ways I failed to make $1 million. Making a trilogy.
Didn't write Star Wars. The Guinness Book of Almost happened.
Didn't invest in Bitcoin.
Didn't invest in Bitcoin. Didn't sell flamethrowers.
Kept Best Buy stocks through 2008.
Didn't buy GameStop stock.
Yeah. Threw my nephew in the gorilla pit at the zoo in Cincinnati.
Sticking with golf, some huge news today. Charlie Woods played in his first PGA pre-qualifier.
Wow.
And if he wins, he gets to play on the PGA in an event.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
How old
15.
is he? Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Wins.
He did not play well today.
Oh.
He had his first round today. He shot a 16 over, which is an 86.
That's not going to get you.
That's not going to get him there.
That's 16 over.
Par 70.
At an 86?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a plus 16 every day.
Every fucking day, dude. It's a sub 90.
Damn.
I remember I was looking at that and I was like, oh man, if I had the best round of my fucking, like my abilities, the best I could possibly do, Charlie's still beating me. And that's a bad day.
Yeah.
He posted a 12 on a par 4. That's where most of those came from.
Wow.
Posted a 12. I didn't see the highlight from it. I don't know what the fuck happened. He must have gone out of bounds a couple times and then missed some short putts.
He
But
probably tried to do a high flop and soared at 300 yards.
Did you see the little thing I sent you?
Yeah.
When you finally hit a 300-yard bomb, but it was with your sand wedge and you were 20 feet off the green.
And you're trying to do a high flop.
Yeah. You just smoke one, dude.
Fucking,
yeah, Charlie's fucking out there doing his thing. There was a crazy stat that I saw. What's the guy's name? Calvin Peete. You ever heard of that guy?
Mm-mm.
He was the black dude in golf before Tiger. And he didn't win a whole lot of majors, didn't win a whole lot of fucking events, but he was very fucking productive and very like accurate. He played like 1,200 something rounds of golf in the PGA, only went out of bounds one time.
Wow.
One time.
That's wild.
Isn't that fucking insane?
Good accuracy.
I've never heard that guy's name before in my life.
No.
Like I know I'm not like super immersed in like golf lore and history, but like I feel like I would have fucking heard about that.
Yeah.
Fucking black dude playing in the 70s that was just fucking not going out of
target.
bounds ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, realistically, like besides like Jack, like
Well, yeah, because that was that area was owned by fucking Nicholas and fucking Arnold Palmer and what was the other guy? Fred Couples and like those guys were like the big names.
Like the oldest golfers I remember, because I only started watching golf when Tiger Woods started golfing. Mm-hmm. Phil Mickelson, of course, but I knew who Phil was. But
yeah, everyone knew who Phil was.
Singh,
everyone knew, yeah.
A bunch of the older, like some of the golfers that were in Happy Gilmore were actual golfers. Mm-hmm. And one of the guys said he regrets doing the movie because he didn't know it was going to be so foul-mouthed. The guy who on the golf course is like, yeah, he's a real golfer.
That's funny.
I have exciting golf news.
Okay.
I booked a
you got a lesson
from a PGA
in Coldwater.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude. How much?
So it's I didn't want to buy the package. You can buy 4 lessons for $300 so it's 4 hours.
It's not bad.
I went with the solo purchase of 80 because I don't know how much I'm gonna like my teacher or someone talking to me or like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
You don't know how you're gonna react to it. You might be uncoachable.
Yeah.
There's a slim chance that you're just not fucking coachable.
He just might look at my swing and be like, "You need to start over," and then I'm just increasing my golf.
Dude, what are you gonna do if he says that? He says you need to completely change your swing.
I'd be like
start from ground zero.
I'd be like, "I'll get 4 lessons right now."
That's crazy.
But he's he's certified by the PGA for for an instructor.
Yeah.
They have heated bays.
Nice.
But I was just like, you know what, dude?
That might have been the guy. I'll have to look back in my fucking things because I took a screenshot of one of the dudes that was around here. Is that the closest PGA pro?
I think there's one in Mason, maybe. And
okay, I'm not sure where. I have no idea where mine was. I thought it was Adrian, but I could be fucking wrong.
There might be one out there.
I can't remember what dude I was looking at, but there was a dude, and he had like a couple of kids, and one of the kids that he coached when he was in high school went on to like play pro golf. I don't know. He wasn't in this local area, but he was in like the other side of Michigan, like Western Michigan. But yeah, I think that was about what the price was, and then I think the bundle was for 300. And remember we talked about it. I was like, dude, $150 a piece. We each get 2 lessons. Like that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked before I booked, and you can't double book.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No, so it might have been a different guy.
Gotcha.
Because there was.
Well, I didn't even look into that. I just assumed that you could split it.
Yeah, there's only single person registers.
Okay.
So I was just like, sounds like fun. And then, but the cool thing is like, even if it's a little chilly, they have the heated bays.
Yeah.
And so
that's how the sim is in Brooklyn too.
What if he's like Chubbs? It's all in the hips.
All in the hips.
What
if you learn nothing?
What if he just like?
What if he's saying some dumb shit that you're like, that's fucking stupid?
Here's what I hope. I hope he just says, "Hey, why don't you just try this?" And then I try it once, and he's like, "Just do it like 10 times," and I just get the hang of it. And he's like, "Now do this while you do this," and then it's just like, "Oh, I figured it out."
What he does? What if he watches you swing for like 10 minutes? He's like, "Yeah, just do your normal like range test you're gonna do to warm up, and I'll critique afterwards." And you start doing your thing, and he watches you the whole time, and you're like shanking balls and doing like this weird shit, and he walks up to you with like your phone, and he goes, "Yo, put this in your back pocket."
Yeah.
And then you're just better, and then at the end of it, he goes, "Yeah, you're a fucking head case."
Yeah.
Placebo effect. You need to believe that you're gonna play well, and then you'll play well.
I'd be like, that's the best $80 I ever spent.
Yeah. You basically just had a therapy session.
I want to just be like, I want to strike the ball better with my irons.
I want to be pure. I want to be pure with my long irons. That's the worst part of my game. I was hitting them today. I was barely getting my 5 iron like 160. I was just barely getting it. And my clubs are dirty as fuck.
And I want
to clean them.
And I want to tell them like, if it's a good lesson, then I want to be like, "Hey man, teach me to chip. I'll go buy a better sandwich tomorrow."
You might need putting lessons though.
Nah. Like, how's your putting? I'd be like,
Mr. 5 putt.
I mean,
just fucking with you.
That was extraordinary.
Yeah, that was extraordinary. Bring it up as much as I can. Another golf quote that I saw I thought was pretty cool. You might have seen it too. It was Jordan talking about Tiger back in like...
Tiger?
I don't know when it was, but it was like the early 2000s. And he said, if I was a kid growing up today and I watched Tiger Woods play golf, I don't know how good of a basketball player I'd be because I'd probably be out there playing golf. That's how influential he is, because he loved watching him, right. And that might have had something to do with like his hyper obsession with golf after the NBA. Like obviously he had a golf obsession before that, but
right.
That might have had something to do with him, like getting Club 23 or 23 Lounge or whatever the fuck his course is called.
Right.
But yeah, the crazy quote: the best basketball player of all time said he might not be that good at basketball if Tiger was a thing back when he was growing up.
Yeah.
Because he's so cool to see.
Yeah, even in his documentary, he's like, I fell in love with the game because you're competing against yourself essentially. Yeah, and it's just like he loved it, and I was just like, just imagine like playing 36 holes and then scoring 40 points in a night.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he would do. There was that one of the hockey guys. They had him out. He played for the fucking Blackhawks or whatever. He had him out golfing. And they played through the first 18, and the guy was like getting ready to unstrap his clubs from the cart, and he's like, "What are you doing? You don't want to play another round?" And he goes, "Bro, don't you have a game in like 6 hours?" He goes, "Yeah, fuck it, dude." And he's like smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, playing, and then he's like, that night he dropped 38 on the Pistons.
Yeah.
Like just fucking around, drinking, playing golf, smoking cigars all day, and went out. He's the fucking Babe Ruth of basketball.
Yeah.
He's doing whatever the fuck he wanted. He was just He was that good.
He was too good.
He was that good,
Yeah.
and that's the difference between like a guy like him and a guy like Kobe. Kobe was the opposite. Kobe was the dude that was at the gym at fucking 5 a.m. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Jordan would be in the gym in the morning when he was supposed to show up, and he would push his guys to the fucking limit and then beyond. Like, he's punching his fucking teammates in the face and shit.
Yeah.
Because they weren't playing right. Mm-hmm. But, like, he also wasn't in there taking 1,000 shots before practice, then practicing, and then taking another 1,000 shots afterwards. Not when he was in the NBA, at least. They said Kobe did that every day.
Yeah, he did the 6, 6, and 6, 6 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Yep.
And, like, that's on top of, that's not including practice, their workouts. It's, like, his extra shit.
And that's, I think Kobe is, like, the Tiger Woods of basketball. Because, like, Tiger, like, not, like, career-wise, obviously, because I don't think there's anyone that compares to Tiger in the NBA, but like as far as work ethic goes, because there's all those stories of Tiger. John Daly tells the story of him. They just got done with a round, and then they went in and drank, and he said he was like a bottle and a half of Jack deep, and he saw Tiger come in from his range session that he did after the 18 holes they played in the tournament.
Yeah.
And then he was out there chilling all fucking night, and he's like, my tee time wasn't until like 3 p.m. the next day. I was teeing off right behind Tiger. And so I invited him to come drink with me. I stayed up all night, and then Tiger wakes up at fucking 4 a.m., goes out and hits a bunch more range balls.
Yeah, he got paired with Tiger.
Yeah.
And then he beat him
he beat him that day, yeah. And he's like, that's why I never trained like that. Why the fuck would I just beat Tiger?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's so funny, though. But that's who Tiger is. And his like daily routine is he would wake up at 4 a.m., he'd go run, and then he'd hit range balls, and then he would eat. And then he would do putting, and then he would go on then he'd do the gym, and then after the gym he'd play another 9, and then he'd have another range test, and that was his fucking off day.
That's why his back's probably fucked up.
That's got to be why. Well, and the fucking torque he had as a fucking kid, because he would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
like,
was
all that torque for all that time.
Him and John Daly were like the long drivers on the PGA Tour.
Too much.
Yeah, golf too hard.
Yes.
Golf too hard.
Yes.
But yeah, pretty fucking impressive. The last thing I have for golf is. I saw a thing, someone tweeted out that it would be really cool if they had a Ryder Cup event, but it was between the PGA and the LIV golfers. Mm-hmm. And Tiger would be the PGA captain, Phil would be the LIV captain. And he's like, that would make for some great fucking content. And then Phil retweeted it, and he said the PGA will never let this happen because we'll have them beat before the second day's over. They're going to have to fill an hour's worth of fucking screen time because they're not going to want to watch them not be able to win.
Right.
And he's stirring the pot. But like, I was looking at the fucking list, bro. The list of like players that they would have for it. Let me go down it real quick. Because it's like, it would be a good fucking event.
Right.
Shit. Because like, I would watch that. Like a Ryder Cup style thing where it's like, 2v2v2v2v2 fucking tourney. Where do we got it? Right here. So this is just like a makeshift thing. So the PGA Tour team would be Tiger Woods, Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Victor Hovland, Matt Fitzpatrick, Tom Kim, Max Homa, Patrick Cantlay, Colin Morikawa, and Scotty Scheffler. Which is a fucking gangster of a lineup.
Right.
It's a gangster of a lineup. The LIV team is Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, Cameron Smith, John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Ian Poulter, Brooks Koepka, Sergio Garcia, Joaquin Newman, Terrell Hatton, and Bubba Watson. There's like 2 dudes on there I don't know.
Yeah.
I know everyone on the PGA side. I don't know who Terrell Hatton or Joaquin Neiman is. But those are 2 like fucking powerhouse squads.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch. I don't know who would win. That'd be interesting. Depends on who they're paired with, but like, yeah, that'd be really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I would hit the pay-per-view on that. I'd split it with you. That'd be a good fucking time. That's the last golf thing I have. I saw a couple things about college football that I thought was cool. U of M has the most players that have played in a Super Bowl.
Wow.
130 players have played in a Super Bowl. Not because Tom, he's just one of them.
He's just... Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's just
it's
one.
Not times.
Yeah, no, it's not times. It's just how many players have played in a Super Bowl. They have 130, and the next closest one was like 80-something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, that's pretty fucking impressive. The other thing I saw goes on to the game, the NCAA football game. Travis Hunter is rumored to be the second highest rated player in the game.
Hilarious.
Which I think is pretty great.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. I mean, he plays both ways and he's dominant both ways.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone else. Like, he's going to have the receiver stats and he's going to have the coverage stats too. So that's probably why his shit's so high up, because not only does he have the receiver stats, he also has
I wonder if you can, like,
man and zone coverage stats.
Defense.
Oh, yeah.
Just so he's fresh.
Yeah, probably.
Just sub him out on offense.
Yeah.
So with NCAA football, EA Sports is paying the estimate of 1,100 athletes, $600 each.
Yeah, and a copy of the game. Yeah, I had it written down.
I was like, oh, that's sick.
That's cool.
I don't give a fuck how much you think you're worth.
I told Chris the amount, and she was like, damn, that's like nothing. And I was like, well, there's like 100,000 kids that they're paying. And she goes, oh, but still. And I was like, yeah, but if you take into account that 2K only pays the players $5,000 a piece,
yeah,
and they're already professionals, and there's people that already turned that down, it's pretty fucking low. But there's 110,000 kids getting $600. Like, not all of them are JJ McCarthy's. Yeah, not all of them are JJ McCarthy's. Some of them are fucking Air Force Academy guys.
Yeah.
And Navy Academy guys. There's some fucking San Diego State guys you've never heard of.
Yeah.
That are getting $600 and a copy of.
There's MAC players.
Could be the greatest fucking game of all time.
There's MAC linemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's third string MAC linemen.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in the game.
They probably don't even get them. They just use whoever.
They fucking might, dude. You never know.
Maybe.
If they're rostered, they're on there.
But I saw a meme of like probably a big drug house counting all their cash, and they're like D2 athletes when they get their $600 check and a copy of a game, and they're just like, yeah, we're racking it up. Yeah. It's good. That's pretty sick.
I think it's pretty cool. They're finally getting paid for it. Now we're gonna have names on the back of the jerseys that aren't some made up bullshit. That was one of the things I remember playing. That was one of the things I remember about the old one, because you'd be playing as like Florida, and you'd have QB number 15. You're like, well, obviously that's Tim Tebow. He's a lefty.
Yeah.
And he's a white dude with a high and tight. Like,
Jim Stevens.
Yeah. Like,
or no, they just named him QB 17.
They had there was a couple of seasons where they had made up names.
Well,
and then there were, for the majority of it would just be like QB 15.
If I remember correctly, anybody who was on the current roster would just be the number, and any new freshmen coming in would actually have names.
Well, yeah, that was also a thing. I can't remember what year it was. It was the first game I had with it, and I remember thinking, I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the bigger names in college football, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait to play as him. And then I Googled him to find out like how good he was. He was a wide receiver. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but I remember looking at it and I was like, oh.
Chris Johnson?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Chris Johnson. I can't remember. It was some wide receiver, but his name in the game was like Tyrell Smith. And that wasn't his fucking name.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked it up, and it was like his height, his weight, his fucking stature. Like, it was everything. It looked like him. But it's just a different name. And then I remember NCAA 14 just had like QB 15 and QB 8, wide receiver 80. Like, they didn't have any names in it except for the guys that were coming in if you played like a dynasty.
Yeah.
And you were like, you know. And then if you played 4 years worth, everybody had a name.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So my other thing I had about that was, who do you think should be the cover athlete?
JJ McCarthy.
JJ's not even going to be in the game though.
Yeah, but he just won the last big bowl.
Yeah, true. Did they do that before? I thought it was always someone who was in the game.
No, Denard Robinson didn't play in 2014. 2K that came out in 2020.
Well, it'd be 2013 when it came out.
Yeah, so he was on the cover, but he already was. I think he got drafted in 14.
I don't know how that works.
Denard was on 2K14. So
NCAA 14.
Yeah. So when did Denard Robinson get drafted?
Because I guess it would have came out in the off
2013. So he was on 2K14, even though he was drafted in 2013.
Gotcha. So he was on it afterwards. So it could be JJ.
Yeah. So
it could be JJ. Who won the Heisman this year? I don't even know who it was. Because isn't that
Alabama quarterback?
Isn't that normally who it is?
No.
It's not normally who wins the Heisman.
It's like a super impactful player. So like Desmond Howard was on a cover. Charles Woodson was on a cover.
Didn't Charles Woodson win the Heisman?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like they were. I'm pretty sure Charles Woodson was on here. Let me see. Michigan.
Because I feel like it was always Heisman guys.
It might be.
But Denard didn't win a Heisman.
No. NCAA.
So it's probably like a 70% chance if you win the Heisman you're going to be that guy, but I guess it would be like the more electric players.
So Denard Robinson was in 06, but he was already in the pro. He won a Super Bowl with the Packers.
He wasn't on 06. He was in Denard Robinson. Was he the quarterback?
No. I'm saying he announced
Woodson.
Charles Wood. No, Woodson. not Woodson. Who did I say before Denard Robinson?
I don't remember.
I said the right name.
You said the right name, and then you said Denard Robinson 06.
No, not 06. Fuck. What is his fuck?
Robinson was 14. And was drafted.
Howard.
Desmond Howard, that's what you said.
Yeah, so Desmond Howard was on 06, and then he was on 14, and then I don't know. Yeah, those were the only two Michigan players.
Because I know Johnny Manziel.
I could see. I would be okay with Nick Saban being on the cover.
I think I agree with that Brandon guy.
I think
he had the Brandon, the guy you hate from Barstool, the fucking Wyoming fan or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
They asked him who he thought should be on the cover, and they brought up Nick Saban, and he said, "No, fuck that." He's like, "Let me enjoy a college football without Nick Saban for one time, please."
Yeah.
And I think the right answer for it
Shredder Sanders
is, well, I could see that being a thing. I could see him or Travis Hunter being a thing just because they're who they are. Mm-hmm. But I think it would be cool if they paid homage to all the motherfuckers that should have been on the cover, like the Kyler Murrays, the Johnny Manziel, all those guys, the Derrick Henrys, and just do like a collage of those players and just don't make it like the normal thing where like have it wrap around the whole case of the fucking thing. So like the cover of it, you have like the main guys, and it wraps around. So if you did pull the case out, it could be like a dope little
the problem is
wall piece.
I can't buy the physical game.
You can.
Yeah, but then I'd have to buy the digital game.
Well, yeah. Well, it would just be the cover of it, and then maybe like the thumbnail for it when you go.
If they make a sick cover, they'll probably make posters of it.
Yeah, probably. And maybe they do like a different version of it. Maybe like the Ultimate Edition is that, and then like they put JJ on this
like the Mamba edition of 2K.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's really funny is on the game,
just like in Madden, how they have Ray Lewis on the cover of it now, but realistically, it's fucking Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So like, what if they're probably going to do something like that? Which I think is the best fucking option for it, because I mean, all those guys, like Kyler Murray definitely should have been on the cover.
Here's what
Johnny Manziel would have 100% been on the cover. He's a redshirt freshman that won a Heisman.
I haven't thought of this until now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they have ultimate teams. And then I hope they usually don't have ultimate teams, but they usually have classic year teams, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
And how dope would it be if you could just like go back and play as like fucking anybody, dude. Reggie Bush for USC. That would
be cool.
Could you imagine?
That would be cool if they had all-time teams, because
if they had
Madden used to do that. There was Madden used to. I think it was Madden 08 or Madden 07. I can't remember which one it was.
Hockey used to do it too.
Yeah, hockey does it, and fucking 2K does it for basketball.
Yeah,
they have like all the teams. That you can just fuck around
that's what
with.
We play.
Yeah, they have the all-time teams, and they have like the specific year teams.
We're gonna have to do a best of 3.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Just fresh, no
practice.
Nothing. Yeah, unless there's like a weird new shooting mechanic that's like in the beginning tutorial, you can do that. But like, don't go into the tutorial. Like if it brings you into it, you can fuck with it. But
we'll load it at the same time.
Yeah. Anyways, I think it would be really cool if they did that, and then they just brought in like the explosive teams. Like there's like a Derrick Henry Bama team that you could play as. There's a fucking the Reggie Bush USC team that you could play as. There's a Charles Woodson there's the Tom Brady Michigan team you could play as if you really wanted. Mm-hmm. And then do like and then each team gets like an all-time thing. Because that was on one of the Maddens. It was really cool. They also had like a Hall of Fame team. So maybe they do like a Hall of Fame team, like a college Hall of Fame team, and then there's like a Heisman team.
Yeah.
And then there's probably not enough players to do that, because there's only been a couple wide receivers that win. But
there'd only be like...
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to.
You just have to do all-time players.
Yeah, just do the all-time teams. Heisman team wouldn't make any sense.
Or like, you make a mode where you get a random Heisman player each round.
Mm-hmm.
So like you make it out of the first round for Florida State, and you have like not Tim Tebow,
mm-hmm.
and then the second you win the next game, then you get some dude and then Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
I can't think of any Florida players.
One of the I don't know Florida. I know
not the one,
teams.
not the guy that killed Aaron Hernandez.
Oh yeah, Hernandez, Cam Newton.
for a season.
Fucking sophomore Cam Newton.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I remember Madden one of the years they had it was one of the recent ones I think, but they had a Canton Greats team, and so you had like peak Tom Brady, peak Randy Moss, and then backing up Tom Brady was like Joe Montana and Troy Aikman or some bullshit. Like it was all like the Canton Greats that were on there, and then there was a all Madden team, and they were all of John Madden's favorite characters. So Brady was also on that one. Brett Favre was his backup. There was it was like all the dudes that John Madden fucked with, and then all the dudes that had like historic Madden players. So like Mike Vick was on that squad. One of Mike Vick's teammates, he had a broken card one year. Finneran, can't remember his name, but he was like a 6'5" white wide receiver, and he like went off because he got a bunch of yards under Michael Vick's tutelage that one year that he went off for passing. But yeah, he was on there, and he was like 6'5", and he was a 96 overall wide receiver, so you can just lob it up to him.
Right.
And then, like, if you didn't want to run with, like, fucking Vic, you could switch out to fucking Vic and then run a little Wildcat bullshit and then switch the depth chart back around. That would be really cool if they did that. So if they did, like, a college football Hall of Fame. So there's a college football Hall of Fame, right? Mm-hmm. So you do a team comprised of that, and then you do, like, I guess you can call it, like, an all-nation team or something like that, or whatever the fuck it is. Or an all-American. Call it the All-American team. There'll be like the Hall of Fame team and then the All-American team. The All-American team's dudes like that blew up for like a couple years. Like you can throw Randy Moss on there when he played for fucking Marquette because didn't play a single game without scoring a touchdown in college. That's a fucking insane stat.
Yeah.
You can throw on dudes like fucking Leinart can be on there because he was pretty fucking gnarly, but he's not really a Hall of Famer. Like you can just throw on like all those dudes that were like electric for like a season or two, but didn't really pan out to be anything great.
Right.
But
I'm excited.
I'm really
it's
fucking
happening.
excited. Yeah, it is happening. In
like
July.
It's happening.
In July. July's coming up.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I'm gonna have to take some time off.
Yeah, dude.
Play NCAA for like a solid day.
July.
For like 4 hours.
I already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have my own dynasty team where I take like the Air Force Academy and I just start fucking getting players and making them good. I'm gonna have one.
Sign your life away.
I'm gonna have one dynasty thing or Road to Glory thing that I do with you guys because I think that'll be really fucking fun to do. Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna have my own like little Road to Glory quarterback guy that just blows up the league, wins like 4 Heismans, plays for fucking Bama or whoever the fuck I want to play for. He just goes off. And then I'm going to put him in the new Madden. I'm going to buy the Madden as soon as I'm done playing the NCAA guy. Like, as soon as I finish this 4 years out, I'm going to fucking buy the Madden and throw him in that one if that's a thing. It should be a thing. If it's not a thing, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
It's gotta be a thing.
EA's making both of them. They might as fucking well. They had it before. Why not have it again? That was, like, the best part about doing that. Yeah. You could have your Road to Glory guy. I remember I made a dude. I told you about him. I made Dustin Cutcomb, a quarterback. I played for Oregon, won the Heisman all 4 years. All 4 years won championships. Stayed for my senior year, did all this shit, and then I put him into fucking Madden, and he was drafted like number 5 overall, 87 overall as a rookie. Mm-hmm. He had like 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 92 deep accuracy. Like he was just a fucking tank, and he played for the fucking Vikings. And I played with him for 22 seasons, and then my first game I played in the 22nd season, I got tackled weirdly, and it brought me out of the game, and then when I went to go look at it, it was a fucking vertebrae rupture. Ended my career-ending injury.
That's wild.
Played too long.
Yeah.
Played too long. And I was like, well, I guess he's fucking retired.
He's limping.
But he won like 15 Super Bowls. He had like 85,000 passing yards. Like just ridiculous shit. Because I played every game.
Yeah.
I was in fucking high school. I didn't have anything else to do. I would just sit there after homework and just fucking...
You'd play like 4 games a night.
Yeah, if not more.
Even in Clovis, I was playing... like 4 games a night hockey, NHL. I think
it was to the points where I didn't buy the. I think Madden 09. It was that Madden. I bought the next Madden. Like I bought Madden 10, but I would reload Madden the previous year Madden so I could continue playing that fucking guy's career. Like I just because I had the physical disc, and I would just fucking pop it in and play that, and my boys would come over and I'd switch them out to play the fucking new one.
Yeah.
But like. I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. I played his last season of high school, played all 4 years in college, all 22 years in the NFL, and we made it to Canton, baby. We did it.
Yeah.
The
Now I can't
greatest
walk, but we
quarterback
did it.
to ever fucking live, bro.
It doesn't exist.
He's me.
Yeah.
he was 6'3", he was 170 pounds, and he was a beast.
That's why his vertebrae was ruptured.
He was trucking people,
That's
bro,
why
his whole career.
A 170-pound NFL quarterback getting tackled by Aaron Donald. He's dead.
Good luck catching me. I had 99 speed by the end of my career. I was fucking 42 years old with 99 speed.
You right now are outrunning Aaron Donald.
Did you hear that one dude? He does like the cringy shit for Barstool. He's the skinny guy, and he'd always call Dave, and Dave would be like, "What the fuck do you want?" And he's like, "Is this for some stupid TikTok?" He's like the weird dude.
Yep.
He was talking about how he plays Madden, and he gives a backstory to his guy, just like in his head. He just makes a whole backstory for his guy, and he makes it him because he's like, yeah, he's from Tulane. He was undergrad at Tulane.
Nobody believed him.
He's 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. Nobody believed with him. Went undrafted, signed with the fucking whoever. And he's like, wait. Is your backstory just you? And he goes, yeah. Hold on, it gets better though because like after my first year playing, I started giving back to my local community. I'm dating Jennifer Lawrence, and they're like, whoa, this isn't in the game. He goes, no, it's not in the game. That's just his backstory. He's like, I write like bios for him and shit. And they're like, what? He goes, yeah, I have a whole notebook. Like when he's not playing the game, he just writes down backstories for me. He has a girlfriend, a house, kids.
That'd be funny to do.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's so funny. But that's what I always wanted in a sports game because I think that's like 50% of what's cool about being an athlete is being able to like enjoy.
Just make Grand Theft Auto with NFL with Madden.
I've always wanted that. I've always wanted that. Just like adopt Grand Theft Auto where you can just walk around. Obviously, you don't want to be going around punching people and doing that kind of shit.
But
like you can buy fancy cars, you can upgrade your loft, you can buy a loft in the bigger tower.
You can go to parties where you can decide to do crazy drugs or not.
Well, not crazy drugs, but like maybe you party too late.
Maybe
you party too late on it. Well, you can't put that in Madden. You can't put that. Madden's rated E for everyone.
Look, what if
Madden's rated E for everyone,
bro? What if it's the off season and I want to lock myself in a dark room for 3 days straight?
Aaron Rodgers is not allowed to be in that game.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it if I can't do ayahuasca. If I can't do ayahuasca in Grand Theft Auto Madden, I'm not fucking playing.
Grand Theft Madden?
Grand Theft Madden.
GTM, dude.
GTM, dude. Grand Theft Madden.
Now we need to figure out how to make mods.
No, dude. If Pal World can fucking make a game,
dude, we use Unreal.
Yeah.
We just link it to your guy so it uses your save data from fucking Madden.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. It'd probably make a couple bucks, dude. And people are into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It would definitely go viral.
Your girl makes you mad and you're in an elevator. Hey.
Instead of like, you know that other game people were playing, Second Life? Called NFL Life?
Yeah.
And it's just, or Football Life. That way we don't get sued.
Yeah.
It'll be Football Life, and then it's just like the same kind of thing. Unreal Engine. You can fucking build your own house. And, but you're like your guy, and like however well you're doing, like your contract, whatever your contract's worth, that's how much money you have in this game.
You call it the MFL, dude, the Microsoft Football League.
Yeah. There it is, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. $1 million idea.
$1 million idea.
Write that down. All right, well, let's cut that from the fucking
copyright
pod. Hey, welcome back, guys. We just had a nice little commercial break there. Duke's Wells.
Changing subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar: The Last Airbender live action comes out today.
Yep, it's out, right? It's out right now. Yeah, it's out as we speak.
Thus far, I've seen I'm gonna watch it 100% open judgment, no judgment, like not going into it with a bad taste in my mouth. But I did read. I read a tweet today about this series.
Yeah.
And it says this gives an homage to M. Night Shyamalan. Not saying that his was better, but saying that at least his only lasted 2 hours long. Oh, dude, the Duke of Stew. That's sick.
Hey, what's up, dude?
What up, dude? Dude,
we need the sign, bro.
Dude, we need the sign.
Sign's gonna be good. We were just talking about NCAA, dude, and how great it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna build my dynasty with the Chippewas.
The chips, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a MAC.
Yeah.
What's crazy too is I think it was Barstool. It said when you and your boys are headed to the MAC program for the dynasties.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of them are like MAC people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna build up my dynasty. I mean, Michigan. It's gonna be hard to pass them up, but
well, I would assume you're gonna have multiple.
I do.
Because I'm already planning on having at a minimum 3.
Well, I'm gonna start with Michigan and do like 4 years at the minimum.
Mm-hmm. As a player, or as a coach.
Do the dynasty program,
so as a coach.
Yeah, as the actual like you keep rotating
you
players.
run the whole thing
But
and you do recruiting
But you play
and all
as
that.
the quarterback. You play as offense.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I get to the fourth season,
You did a Western one, yeah.
yeah. And then as soon as I get 4 seasons, I'm going to do a MAC program.
Nice. I
Now,
like that.
as a child, when you, like you said, you had nowhere else to go. You had nothing to do but play the same fucking game every fucking day.
For hours, yeah.
I used to run with the Texas Horned Frogs, and never will I fucking ever do that ever again, okay? They used to be like my secret, like some bullshit team from some Texas conference. I used to just run dynasties with them. Never will I fucking ever. I used to go take my player and be like, oh, Texas Horned Frogs, cool. I even played for Temple for a season for no reason.
I used to look and see, because obviously everyone likes playing like the Road to Glory as the quarterback. That's like the best one.
That's the first player I'm
making.
making.
That's the best one, yeah. So when I did it for NCAA 13, I think it was, I was looking at who had the best wide receivers and the best line. And at the time, the best young wide receivers were in Oregon. And that's why I picked Oregon for my fucking thing. Or no, it was 09. Yeah, it was 09.
Yeah.
The best wide receivers went to Oregon. They had like a senior that was like a 93 overall, and then they had 2 sophomores that were both 88 overalls. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to have them for at least another couple more years. They're going to get better. I'm going to play well, so that means we're going to recruit really, really well for wideouts. I was like, fuck it. And then I went off and, won all the fucking Heismans I wanted. I hope they have an option for like redshirt years and like waivers to play like an extra year, like how, because there's like kids right now that are getting waivers to play their 9th year of college football.
I wonder how NIL is going to be too.
And the transfer portal,
like, hey,
that's going to be a whole new fucking bag of worms, dude. There wasn't a transfer portal in the old game.
And like there could be a thing that says, hey, Rick's unhappy. He wants $1 million out of your NIL pot, but that's going to prevent you from getting lower players. Do you let Reggie enter the transfer portal? Or do you pay Reggie his
You might
money?
have some weird fucking shit, dude.
Yeah,
might
so
be
it's
some
going to
weird
be
shit.
intricate. And
The only thing
watch
I
there
hope
be an NIL and non-NIL mode.
the only thing I hope they don't do is that shitty thing that Madden did, where they were it was the Road to Glory mode for Madden, but they had like a script written out for your player. And like you had your boy that played with you that was like an undersized wide receiver, and he like was kind of good, and you had to pass to him in a couple plays. I hope they don't do something like that. I don't want to play a story mode.
No.
I don't want to play a story mode. I don't want like a preset set of things that I
exactly
have to follow.
Where 14 left off.
Yes, I want to be wined and dined in high school to try to get recruited.
Your dorm room is the menu.
Yeah, the dorm room is the fucking thing. I want to walk into the dorm room and be like, oh man, this sucks. Then you play a little better, get a better dorm room. Fucking, I want to be recruited. I want people to come visit my fucking high school games. I want to be able to see fucking old boy on the sideline, like a Nick Saban on the sideline, like fucking watching me play, taking notes. Like, I want to see all that shit.
They did take advanced shots of all the stadiums. So I wonder if that includes practice facilities and or locker rooms.
It has to. Madden has practice facilities, so I would assume they have their practice facilities.
I think
too.
it'd be sick. Like if you played super intricate, you walk into a facility and you're like, do you want to just throw practice? Do you want to
like 2K and then whichever one you do, and you get a certain amount of them each week? Yeah,
or
and you can like increase
summit.
your stats. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Because first season, all workouts.
Yeah.
After that,
I don't want it to be easy either. I don't want it to be. I know that's going to be like an option because you could do like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Like there's like the fucking levels that you can put it at, like the all Madden.
I think
I'm gonna do. Yeah, Heisman, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm going to do fucking whatever one's smack dab in the middle for my first one because I want to have fun. And I know I can beat the shit out of like a pro level NCAA game.
Yeah, and then turn it up to Heisman.
And then turn it up and I want to fucking,
I'm going to play running back on Heisman mode.
I think I am going to do an Air Force Academy playthrough, and I think that's going to be my Heisman Dynasty mode.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a bitch.
Because
it's going to be a bitch. And I might cheat, and I might add, because I've done this before too, where like you fuck with the rosters before you load in to a dynasty mode, and you add like you and your homies, like you make like your boy your running back and you're the quarterback, and you make them like fucking 82
good for 4
overall.
years, and now everyone
you make them like 82 overall as freshmen or something like that, like just something crazy.
Yeah.
And then you play with them, you give them like the superstar attributes so they can like progress quicker, and then like use them to like help you build the franchise. Like maybe they're your fucking kid. Like, that's your backstory. That's my fucking son. Like, I'm Dustin Cutcomb, and then my kid's fucking James Cutcomb and his boy, and they're coming with me to the Air Force Academy, and we're going to change the program. Like a Deion Sanders thing.
Right.
Like, I'm bringing my luggage with me, and we're going to make this a better franchise.
Right.
I think that'd be really fun, especially on Hall of Fame.
They make a Peyton Manning mode where you play your whole career, and if you retire in the NFL, they'll give you a son that's finishing his senior season.
I like that.
And then it's 20 years in the future.
Like
it's like
I like that.
10 more years in the future, and he's coming up, so it's like Madden 36 after they summit.
Yeah, it gives you an option, like, what's that, like the Jackbox game where you play as, like, Cut Jr. for the next round because you died? Like, after you graduate, like, after you go off, it'll be like, hey, do you want to jump 15 years into the future and play as
Your
Dustin
son.
Jr.?
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Goes to the same high school. You see your dad's records in the locker room as you walk out.
It's like 30. It's like 30-10. You're like, I've been playing for 5 generations.
It's five generations
Should've seen Todd.
of elite level football.
Todd only played 5 years, but he won a Super Bowl.
That was one of the cool things about the old Madden, Madden 09 and Madden fucking 11 and shit like that. If you played like a certain amount of years, some players would retire, and then you could hire them on as coaches. Mm-hmm. Like Peyton Manning was always one dude that you could hire on as like a head coach, and then he would add like +4 throw accuracy to your quarterbacks.
That's crazy.
Like it was nuts. And I remember Wes Welker was one of them that you could do too. And it was he would add route running to all your wide receivers if you hired him as like an offensive coordinator. Right. There was a bunch of dudes, and I was always mad because you could never get Tom Brady. Tom Brady was never an option for it.
Yeah.
It was always fucking Peyton Manning and Matt Ryan were the guys that were always the fucking coaches.
Brady was like, I'm never retiring.
I'm never gonna do it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do
And
it.
he did it twice.
I love that the last Madden that he was in too, they finally made it to where like, all right, he won't retire after one season.
Yeah.
He'll actually come back, and then he fucking retired.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one time they didn't put it in there, they guessed wrong.
One more time, it would have been as bad as Brett Favre.
I don't. Yeah. If he came back one more time, that would have been probably worse than Brett Favre.
It wouldn't have been worse. It would have just been as.
I think it would have been worse because Brett Favre didn't do like a letter to everybody, and I remember Peyton was mad because he like Brady retired and Peyton wrote him like he's like I hand wrote him this heartfelt letter telling him how great I thought he was, sent him a bottle of wine. And then a fucking month later, he comes out and he's practicing for the Bucks again. I was like, I want my fucking wine back, bro. Give me that letter back. You don't deserve that yet.
Yeah.
I said some nice things in there about you. I didn't want you to use that and go back and play with it.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, Peyton's fucking retirement speech had me tearing up a little bit. It was really good.
Yeah.
He had like a specialty thing to all the Patriots fans, and he's like, I hope you enjoyed playing me as much as I enjoyed playing you. You should have enjoyed playing me because you sure got a whole lot of playoff wins against me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to watch retirement speeches all the time.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Some of them are nice. Some of them are...
And like, it just reminds you of the man's legacy of someone that you idolized when you were a child because he was a superstar. And then now as more of an adult, you can kind of... Hey, I never made it, but I know exactly how I'd feel if I played 20 years in the league and it's my last day.
Yeah.
Now, if I were retired from work, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're going to... Like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
Range,
that's a little
Monday,
different.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But NHL's like, I want to keep playing, but my body says
yeah,
no.
It's a little different when you're retiring from a sport that you love than retiring from, student advisor. It's a little different.
Yeah, huge difference.
It's a little fucking different. Do you know how much money was gambled in 2023 across all networks in the U.S.? U.S. dollars spent gambling.
Oh man, my number's really high, so that bugs me. 27 billion.
119.4 billion.
I thought that was such an underestimation.
119 billion dollars gambled in 2023, just 2023.
And that's why it upsets me when casinos start shortchanging the machine saying it was an error. Dude, bro,
yeah, fuck you guys, dude.
Guys,
You're making so much money.
Yeah.
So much money.
Even if it was a shit malfunction, guess what? That shit's that I
won.
won.
And that's just fucking sports gambling, bro.
Yeah.
That's not gambling. That's just sports gambling.
That's wild.
That's insane.
All we need to do is get a loan from the bank.
And start a fucking sports book, dude.
We'll give 3-1 odds against the Pistons.
For every game.
Yeah.
We just come out on top every time.
Every time.
Every fucking
We lose
time,
8 times
dude.
of the year.
Yeah. What else do I got? Oh, one more golf thing. Fucking, so Mike Trout from New Jersey, Jersey guy, he bought a bunch of land in New Jersey, and he had Tiger Woods help him design the course.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he's going to have a hotel, a restaurant, and a clubhouse, and it's going to be called Trout International.
We'll have to go.
We'll have to go.
Yeah.
Opens in 2025.
Next year?
Yep.
Wow. Fuck Japan. Not Japan.
Let's go to fucking Jersey, baby.
Hilarious.
Some fucking pork rolls, some pizza.
Chris is like, we're like, oh, trip with the boys. She's like, oh, that's good. That sounds like fun. Where are you going? Jersey. What the fuck?
She would have to go with. I'd leave her at home though.
Yeah.
I'm going to Trout International every day.
You just tell her you're going to Trout International when we land. She's like, oh, that was fat. Where you guys at? Jersey. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm going to Trout International. I don't tell her where I'm flying to.
Yeah, it sounds Canadian.
She would ask that question before we even fucking booked the flight.
Where's it at?
Yeah, exactly.
What country? The only thing I got is Helldivers 2.
Okay.
Peaks out at around 453,000 players allowed at the server capacity. Now,
I saw that.
Doc says he's not going to play it. Says it doesn't look interesting. Same with Tim the Tatman. They were talking on stream the other day because they're playing some Warzone. They were just saying like they've never seen a game be hyped so much for a game that doesn't look that great. To their liking, it's just shooting aliens. But what I did like about
is there a competitive aspect to it?
No.
Okay, that's probably why they don't fuck with it then.
So yeah, exactly. So like the cool thing about it is like you have your own 4-man crew doing a mission. If you succeed in the mission, you get experience, you get like more artillery guns.
Yeah.
You get a credit system to unlock more perks.
Yeah.
Overall, in the servers that you're in, depending on mission rates of everybody in the universe, is the liberation of the planet. So if everyone's dying on the planet and keeps dying, the enemies get stronger, and then it becomes less liberated. So as soon as you drop in, the planet's gone, you lost the solar system, now they're advancing up unless you re-liberate some fucking countries. So it's got an individual crew aspect along a big board map that's a worldwide leaderboard thing.
Okay.
So they're trying to increase server space.
Uh-huh.
A big hiccup in that is Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 is going to have a 64 multiplayer online versus aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have new maps. And they're going to have...
I did see it is 100% confirmed online multiplayer.
Cross-plat.
Yeah.
You can download it for the Switch.
Wow.
So you can have it on the Switch.
Is it going to be free?
No, I'm just saying it's going to be available to buy in the Switch.
Gotcha. I wonder how much they're going to sell it for.
60, 70,
Really?
probably. A remade game?
Yeah, that's what 40. I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm...
It's 2 games.
I'll take the under on 40. I'll take the under on 40.
And then, so they're saying like, oh, that's if you're not going to get Xbox.
So I wonder if it's in the Xbox store.
If you're not going to get Helldivers to get Xbox players by March 14th, they're not going to want to come to battle. They're not going to want to come to Helldivers anymore because they're going to be playing fucking Galactic Conquest.
Galactic Conquest is fucking ideal.
But one thing I will give a shout out to, and I saw this on another dude's stream, the CEO of Helldivers, he tweeted out, "Hey guys, sorry for not having server space. We do apologize. We're working on the issue." And some dude said, "Hey man, get the fuck off of Twitter and get back to fixing the servers." And he's like, "Hey, I'm the CEO of the company. My engineers are working very hard. Do you want me to go down to the engineering room and to sit behind them and keep asking, hey, when do you think it's going to be ready? Or would you rather just let them be and do their jobs?" And I was like, that's pretty cool, sticking up for your dudes like that and not being an overbearing piece of shit boss.
Okay, well, I started the download on my Xbox for Battlefront 2, but it's the OG Xbox one. They don't have the revamped one even up to look at.
Probably not yet.
They have Battlefront 2, their other remake they did that wasn't really a remake. It was just revamping the franchise and doing it differently. Mm-hmm. But they have the OG Xbox one right there for Battlefront 2.
But that's not online capable. It's only...
yeah, no, it's not. I'm just going to download it.
I can't wait for this. March 14th.
Yeah.
That's
coming up.
I think that's a Thursday.
Less than 3 weeks away.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick.
Oh, I did see a video that was really cool. These guys were doing fucking chariot racing, but instead of horses, they had 2 dirt bikes.
Hilarious.
And so they had a throttle on their foot, and then they fucking move it like that to turn, and they're like drifting around corners and shit.
That's
I showed
wild.
Chris, and she's like, "That looks so dangerous." I'm like, "Bro, that looks amazing.
That looks so
I would
fun.
love to do that.
Yeah,
that'd be so much fucking fun.
100%.
Fucking new age chariot racing. They're just
probably like built on like they're both on the same handlebar for turning.
Yeah, it's like a handlebar to turn, and it turns both of the wheels, and then your chariot can fucking skid out
Yeah.
And then like your feet are what does the fucking go
and
forward.
And you probably have to lean on certain sides of the cart for your turn so you don't.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. And it looked fucking sick. I could probably pull up the fucking video just so you can see it. But it looked like something that I definitely want to fucking be involved in. Like if there's an opportunity for me to try to do fucking motorcycle chariot races at some point, like I'm 100% gonna
Even
run
if it's just a drag race. Well,
I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Can't stop the heart. We're gonna get copyrighted.
That's okay. Doesn't that look like so much fun though?
100%.
Like look at the bikes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even a bar. It's like reins.
Well, it's reins, but there's a bar connecting the two.
Oh, there's a bar. Oh yeah.
So
but in his hands, it's two reins.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he passed him. Dude. It looks so fucking cool. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I think it's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Oh, I did see that there was one other thing, and it's a shot at the IRS. So the IRS put out a notice on their website, and they want you to claim your illegal activities. Yeah, all right. So it's an official IRS page. It says illegal activities. Income from illegal activities, such as money from dealing illegal drugs, must be included in your income on Schedule 1, Form 1040, Line 8Z, or on Schedule C, Form 1040, for your form for self-employment activity. Also, if you steal property, you must report its fair market value on your income and the year you steal it unless you return it to its rightful owner in the same year. So they want a cut of everything, dude.
That's crazy.
They're trying to get in the pockets of the drug dealers and the thieves.
I'm going to steal it for stage.
Do it, dude. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
If you steal a car, you have to claim its value on your fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like how am I? Hey, you put $80,000 for self-employment. What are you doing? Don't worry about it.
Selling heroin.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well, we need 10% of your profits.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's illegal for a reason. Because you don't want the government to know about it.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's ratting yourself out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be like if you went to like a gun buyback program and you had like 80 AKs and you're like, here you go. They'd be like, okay, turn around.
That'd be like if every year you did your taxes, someone would walk through your house after you filed. I'm like, yeah, it looks like this looks like adequate. Like
crazy.
You look like you make $50,000 a year.
You have to report stolen vehicles on your income?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
Unless you return it.
Why do they even have that on their website?
They're fucking... They catch dumbass motherfuckers.
That's insane.
There's going to be some dude smacking up heroin going, oh.
And that's new. That's as of like this year. Like as of 2024. It's like a new thing on their website.
That's funny.
I've seen it like 8 different times on like different pages, and then I went to it and I saw it and I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
It's wild.
It's insane. Yeah. So make sure everyone out there, you report your illegal activities to the IRS. That way they can get their fair share of the cut. Don't want to keep them out.
Nope.
Yeah.
Fucking bitches, dude.
Yeah.
You're fucking 10-ply, bud.
Hell yeah.